Hello there. My name is Michael and I'm an online tutor of maths and physics. In this short video, I'd like to tell you a bit about myself, and then I'd like to go on to show you examples of the way in which I work. About me then, I've been a teacher for many years of physics, chemistry and biology to GCSE level, and maths and physics to A level, physics being my specialist subject. Also down the years, I've been a personal tutor of maths and physics because it's the teaching part of the job that I love, not so much the behaviour management part. I stopped classroom teaching a few years ago, but I continued going to students' houses and delivering quality maths and physics lessons. That has always been a lot of fun. Then I thought to myself, well, why don't I stop going to students' houses so that I could offer tuition at my home in Twickenham, London, and parents, to my great surprise, were happy to bring their student to my place. Then, about 4 years ago, I thought, why not use the internet to deliver the same quality lessons to the student, but without the student or me having to leave home and travel through the London traffic. It took me about a year to figure out a way in which it could be done and to get the equipment and resources in place. Then a distant student's parent responded to my profile on the Tutor Pages website, and that was the start of a long relationship with those lovely people who are in a remote part of Spain doing home tuition only for their boy. I don't know how it works exactly, but I found that it's very possible to have a meaningful relationship, a working relationship, indeed a friendship, with someone far away. My current students are scattered over the UK and 2 in China. A lot of online tutors use the online whiteboard called BitPaper, and it is very good for maths in particular. We can have a quick look at that even right now. So if I bring up onto the screen a little bit of that, PER, bit paper, and we could call it John's paper. And if I write on the graphics tablet that I have at my right hand side here, we can see that we've got a feature. So we could do some maths if you wanted. We could take one of those. We could have maybe 2 of these. And why not go for 3? Actually, we can use the rubber facility to change that fairly easily to that, and then you do a little bit of maths. You can do a little bit of factorizing. That's what I had earlier, wasn't so easy to factorize. So you give it a bit of that perhaps, and you would get that. So that we can use a whiteboard in that way. So that's okay. But what I actually do is, what I prefer to do is I prefer to work with pen and paper, so that I find that it's quicker and the quality of my written work is much better than on the whiteboard. Even though using the technology and using the camera and other equipment, it does take more time to get it right. So basically what happens is the student and I have a conversation, and I, with the students, help write the notes. We can have a quick look at the results of some of the conversations that I've had recently with students. If I just minimize this significantly, put it up a little bit like so, and then we go stick it across there, and we could have a look at some examples of the work that I've been doing recently with one of my students, or two of them. Oh, hang on, what happened there? I'm not sure. I hope I'm still being, yes I am. Let's have a look. I thought perhaps at this student. His name is Dylan. We could look at some work that we did recently. We were working on transformers. So just to show you that my handwriting is fairly legible, and diagrams are clear, and it's not impossible. And so these conversations we had on this one, the power station down below, why is AC produced, etc. On the next one we might have discussion about forces and Newton's first law. Then we might have a discussion about Newton's second law of motion, and we went on to look at Newton's third law of motion. Well, we just went on to do some more. On maths, I was recently doing some work on circles, some work on difference of two squares, some work on direct proportion, inversely proportional. Actually, I quite like that one. A bit of colour doesn't do any harm. And so using the pen and paper, it produces good quality work. And at the end of the lesson, then I scan the notes and attach them to an email and send them to the student, so the student has a complete set of our notes. Then at the end of the lesson, I usually send a homework exercise to the student to support or extend our working. It also provides continuity between one lesson and the next lesson. And that, folks, is all there is to it. I hope you liked my first attempt at a video, and if you did like it, I'd love you to, as they say, like it, or indeed share it, and comment upon it. If you want to have a free preliminary meeting with me, just get in touch. Okay, bye for now then.